Hello and welcome, nerds, to Nerds with Dice. We are back with Fields of the Dead, episode 9. Oh, I'm so excited. Uh, so, before we get too far, I'm going to hand it off to Cass to start the intros.
Hi, I'm Cass. I play Cherry O'Callahan, the soldier, sort of. Lots happened, and I'm excited to see where we go. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say today. Pass it off to Quinn.
Hey everybody, my name's Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. I'm playing Chase, who uses he, him pronouns, and Chase has been taking a very long nap. I have no idea what's going on, and neither does he, and I'm so excited for it. And that's all. I pass it on to whoever's next.
I think it's me. Hi, I'm Mary. I'm losing my voice. Hopefully, we'll keep it throughout the stream. I am playing Eliza, our doctor, technically nurse EMT, that is just trying to stay alive in the apocalypse and hopefully keep her family alive. We're going to try.
All right, that's to me, I believe. Hi, everybody. My name's Natalie, she, they, and I play Kia, they, them, who is a sort of outcast, but they are a survivalist, having come back after they were gone for a while, and now's got to do what they can to help everybody survive whatever it is that is coming. Gonna be a good time. But that's me, so let's pass it off to Rose.
Hi, I am Rose Blossom, or Rose for short. I go by any pronouns, and I am playing Corvin Road, who goes by he, him pronouns. Corvin is new, so he hasn't done anything yet, but I'm sure he'll make a splash at some point. Anyway, I guess we'll be moving it over to Merm.
Hi everybody, my name is Marma. I use they, she pronouns, and today Deborah's coming back, baby. Oh my gosh, she's so excited to have them back. Oh my gosh, she uses she, her pronouns, and we're getting back into it because Deborah is an emotional wreck. It's coming out in the form of fists, so we're gonna have some fun today. Hey.
All right, hello everyone, and I'm your storyteller, Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, her, we, and if you check the chat, you can see all of the links, YouTube, Discord. We even have a little fundraiser going on for Feeding America, so if you want to check that out, the donation link is in there as well. And as well as our big sort of general content warning for the show. And if you need a reminder, you can use the command in the chat that you see right up above me here on the overlay to take a look at those. Of course, always make sure you're safe. We're, using safety tools and we've had sessions here and all of that to make sure that we're being safe. So keep yourself safe. We'd love to, of course, have you as a viewer, but your safety comes first. So we're gonna just jump right in with Kia. There's something we really, really wanted to do last time. We didn't quite get to it. I thought it'd be really cool to open up, coming back from the break, with a flashback. You find yourself in a store. This is when you were gone, you were separated from the group, hoping that by yourself you'd be able to find more supplies, and you need a place to sleep for the night, so you go in, you get into this store, and you find this store occupied, surprisingly, by somebody you know, someone you haven't seen in a while. Your friend Mercedes is in there. She looks more than a little anxious and more than a little haggard.
Yeah, Kia just raises like a hand still holding on to their spear, but is lowered it. Like, Mercedes? What are you doing here?
Oh God. Kia, is that you? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they found me. Oh. Oh.
Hey, the last I saw you back in Milwaukee. What are you doing here?
Running.
Running?
Yeah. The Red Queen. And some people call, or the Queen of the Bay. Some people have called her both, right? I've heard both, but like she's after me. I think. See, I met this group. Well, on the road, and we were holed up, and
Okay, well, take a breath. I didn't see any walkers out there, so we should be okay for a little bit, but we can't hide out too long here.
yeah, but yeah, they found us. They dragged us off. Gave us an ultimatum. We could either like join their group, or well, she executed the rest of them when they disagreed. So I agreed, and
Okay, I see.
you know, you're right. Remember, I was so excited. I was like, I'll jump in. We'll come back to the flashback in a second. Mom, do you want to do the Dearly Departed monologue?
Yes.
So excited, I just jumped right in, and
No, you're good. You're good.
you could have said something out loud.
I wanted to listen. I was in the scene, so I wanted to listen. But okay. Okay, great. Yeah. This, I believe, has been written kind of right before the scene starts with everybody. A few days after everything went down with everybody. So, Jonah, why did you leave like that? How are any of us supposed to know if you're alive? How am I supposed to know that you're okay? I don't know where you went. Were you thinking of going? I can't. I'm sorry, Jonah. I can't keep people I care about safe, alive. First Dick, now you. You and I were on top of a roof just shooting our shit without the beer. We were being honest with each other. Hell, I told you stuff I never thought I'd say after Dick died. He was something, my ex-husband. But, Jonah, you were more. We've only known each other for a short time, but I feel like this connection or what have you. You held me down when I just wanted to scream at the top of my lungs. You came into our group by accident, but I just don't believe that. Cripes, I don't believe in any God anymore, but something had to have brought you to our group. And I hope that same thing will bring you right back to us. Or I'll march right up to wherever you are. I promise. So I'll get to wherever you are. And if you truly are gone, Jonah, please don't. Please just come back to the Spectrum, because we're all here waiting for you. Jeepers, I don't even know these kids. And Chase, come on. Chase is still... Jonah will all look a little different than you remember, because we've already been prepping for everything that's coming. All the stuff you already knew about. You had plans. You could reassure these kids. We can't hide from it, and we aren't fast enough to run. The Spectrum, the lower levels of the university buildings, whatever we can do, it's been a slow process the last 3 days. It's only been 3 days. I've kicked in and shattered more than enough doors and windows just to try to find places for everyone to hide, hunker down, and survive this. And yes, some of those doors and windows had nothing to do with getting everyone to safety. I didn't want to take it out on anybody else. But you aren't here anymore, Jonah. Can you please just tell me you're alive? I just need to know you're still alive. I can't lose another one. I can't. I miss you, bud. Come home soon. Please. And that's my monologue.
Thank you. Mercedes just keeps going, right? It's like I um I I was I accepted. I was branded a thief, but I was part of their group. But the first chance I got, I ran. But I didn't. I think they're coming after me. They don't. They claim territory. And they don't like people that aren't part of their group being on it. And I think they're coming after me. And yeah, you can see, a brand on her neck that you'll come to recognize as the Queen of the Bay's flag, right?
Kia just puts like a light hand on Mercedes' shoulder, just like, it's okay, Mercedes, it's okay. We're here right now, which is good. I didn't see anyone else on my way here, which is good. Just why don't you stay with me for a little bit? I am part of a bigger group. I'm just out trying to hunt supplies. We can figure things out together, okay? We have some time. I know we didn't leave on the best note after what happened with Coop, but I like to hope we're still friends in some way.
Yeah, I can stay. I can stay. One night. Just one night, right?
Yeah. All right, let's work quietly, hole up this place, and we'll see what happens come the morning, okay?
Yeah, you do that, right? You do that. You tighten up your defenses a little bit, find a place to sleep. Sometime in the night, in the distance, Mercedes hears like a vehicle, and she starts to panic. And oh no, they found me. I have to go. I'm sorry, Kia, but I have to go. They found me.
Hey, if you run in a panic, they are gonna find you. They don't know if we're in here.
I'm sorry, but I should keep moving. I'm sorry. Stay safe.
Mercedes. I can't really just let you go.
They're not looking for you. You'll be safer if I go.
But it sounds like if they find me, I'm doomed anyway. Doesn't matter if they look for me. If they find me, it's kind of moot, isn't it? And let's go. If you don't feel safe, let's go. Just give me a second, and Kia will start like putting together a pack.
Yeah. The end of this flashback is that, like, where you move, you try to keep Mercedes comfortable, but eventually, in panic, Mercedes leaves, right? Maybe leaves you a note after you fall asleep or something. Possibly about trying to get home. Something like that. But Mercedes was just too panicked. How do you feel about that, Kia?
Even though part of my brain understands, it still feels like she just didn't trust me enough, which is what hurts and what caused our little troop to break apart in the first place. So it's just a reminder that, well, if people can't trust me, who can I trust?
All right. In the present, inside the spectrum, Marley specifically has set up a few of the small offices as like all-purpose exam rooms, right? Um, at this point, enough time has gone by. I imagine like some like toolboxes and stuff has been commandeered from the hardware store to like act as holding various supplies, bandages, and stuff for these exam rooms. And inside one of these, sleeping with an IV, is Chase. Now, also in this small room, sitting on like uncomfortable plastic waiting room chairs, is Mac and Alice. Alice has Zare's head on Mac's shoulder with a little blanket. Z's sleeping. Mac is flipping through a graphic novel. Chase, this is what you wake up to.
I think that Chase wakes up kind of slowly because he's been in a coma for at least 3 days, possibly more. I don't even know how long it's been. So he's been unconscious for a minute, and I think he just sort of like slowly comes out of this and slowly starts to register that he's awake and that he's inside, because those are both new things for him. I think as he like opens his eyes and kind of takes in where he is, the only thing on his mind, the only thing that he remembers, is then the only thing that he says, which is just, Mac, are you here? Did I? Oh,
The graphic novel hits the floor, and Mac, Chase, I'm here, Chase.
oh, what happened?
Um,
All I remember is seeing you, and you were in the back of a truck, and
yeah.
something hit me.
Yeah, there was a guard hiding in there. I tried to warn you. He hit you a few times before. What's his name? Aiden, I think. I guess he shot him and saved you, but you've been out for a couple of days.
Okay, I mean, it worked though. I got your message, and everybody said that we weren't gonna find you, or that you were already gonna be dead by the time that we got there. But you're here.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I'm here. I I would have rather you didn't get hurt, but I'm glad you came for me.
Yeah, it's worth the headache that I'm waking up with. I'll take it. It means having you here again. Where is here? By the way, this is not the hardware store.
No, I believe they're calling it the Spectrum now, but it's the LGBTQ community center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I went. I've been there. I just maybe not in this like. We're in like a room.
Yeah, we're in like
Hardware
a
shop didn't
small-
really have rooms.
Yeah, we're a small little office that made into exam rooms or something. At this point, Alice is like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find Marley or Eliza.
Oh, good. Alice, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you found Mac, or I guess that Mac found you. I don't really know how that happened. Um,
Yeah, thanks for bringing him back.
yeah, of course. Okay. Mm, yeah.
Eliza, go ahead if you have something you want to
Yeah,
say.
no, I think that he kind of just like settles back down. I imagine honestly, like if they've set up some kind of like bed that's like I think they in the hardware store were just sleeping in like sleeping bags and tents on the floor. So this is like a room and a bed, and I'm awake and my boyfriend is here, and I think Chase is just kind of like I'm okay with all of this, like my head hurts a little bit, but like this is honestly fine, and just kind of like lays back and reaches out his
Yeah.
hand for wherever Mac has been, to just kind of take his hand.
Yeah, and Mac will obviously take your hand. And you are sort of on a bed. It is a stretcher from an ambulance that is now being used as the bed in here. But yeah,
He'll take it.
Eliza, do you want to be the first one to know that Chase is awake, or do you want it to be Marley?
I guess that depends. Um, as far as what has Deborah been up to? Because I think that Eliza's been like Marley is probably way more used to handling the care that Chase would need. Uh, I think she would be worried about Deborah doing something all off on her own, and would probably be out of the haven at this point, trying to look out for Deborah. So I think that Marley probably would be the first, which is strange. That normally would not happen.
Okay. Yeah, I guess what is that question? We'll answer a question then. What is Deborah been up to?
Deborah refuses to stay still. What was written in the letter to Jonah was true. I kind of just go to buildings in town, smash windows and doors, and kill anything inside that isn't alive. And I have a running tally going, and today's the third day, and I'm trying to hit 50. I'm at 48 right now. Total walkers killed in our immediate area. So, yeah.
Okay. So Alice will get Marley. Marley will go into the room with Chase. Jay, what are you doing and what have you been up to?
Cherry is, like always, very hands-on. So anytime building defenses while directing other people how to like put up better barricades, boarding up the walls maybe, or the doors more than they maybe already were, because a building like this probably has glass front doors like most storefronts or buildings these days. Getting people to move cars to blockade the front more, because that definitely, like, when Kia came back, they more or less pulled up right to the front, and that's going to be a problem in a few days. But other than that, whenever Cherry can, Cherry goes off and either with Vivian or Aiden, depending on who's available, and Cherry has sworn them to secrecy. But Cherry's been sneaking around town to go to jewelry stores.
For this particular errand, I do think Vivian would be volunteering for it.
Yeah, and it takes a couple of trips because, like, do you know how hard it is to find the right sized ring these days when there's no people working in a store?
Nobody to resize it for you or anything? Yeah.
Yep. And eventually Cherry has a little box in their pocket.
All right. And we did have a little flashback here for Kia, but I do want to know what Kia has been up to in the last couple of days.
Yeah, so I think what Kia has been doing, because they're not physically the strongest, so it's hard for them to do, like, they will help in any physical stuff, of course, to set up the defenses. But I think their main task was to start setting up like noise traps to hopefully like disperse any walkers that come, so they'll start following sounds. So they've been setting up like little like pockets in different areas that might trigger in sort of a succession, hoping it's just enough. Because they remember we talked about potentially using fireworks and stuff like that. So this could be a good way to test if any of that could potentially happen. So they've been doing that, camping out, seeing if it works, and then kind of that whole process of, okay, there's potential.
Awesome. All right. It is time to introduce our new character. Somewhere in the woods, in a little cabin somewhere, is Corvin. Please describe what Corvin. Yeah, please describe what Corvin looks like and what this cabin is like for Corvin.
I'd say he's got sorry, I wrote it down. He has black hair, brown eyes, an athletic build. Yeah, that's kind of all I had.
Yeah. No,
And sorry, outside of the appearance, what did you ask for?
what does this cabin that Corvin lives in look like?
Oh, okay, yeah. It's a pretty small one floor cabin. Just really big enough for like 2 people maybe. There's 2 rooms, a kitchen, dining area, little living space. But yeah, other than that, it's yeah.
Okay. What was, we'll say this is like a somewhat early in the morning. What would Corvin have been doing at this time?
Okay. And would make breakfast, something healthy, because gotta keep up that figure, am I right? But yeah, would make breakfast, and then he'd set out to look at the perimeter, make sure everything's looking fine. Maybe check out some, just make sure everything's in order.
Okay. Well, on your radio, you hear, burst of static, and then your voice. Corvin, are you there? It's Aiden. Are you there?
Corbin picks it up and says into it. Wait, what did you say again?
Are you there? It's Aiden. Are you there?
Aiden, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, good. How are your supplies and everything doing? Are you still safe out there?
Yep. Everything's looking good so far.
I wish you'd come here. I'm worried about you out there by yourself.
Corbin, there's a noticeable pause, probably to Aiden. But then he just says, I'm still fighting for now.
Okay. No problems there. No walkers or anything.
Not that I've seen yet.
Okay. And you'll let me know if there's a problem, right?
Sure. Is that true? I don't know. But Aiden definitely doesn't.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll check in with you again tomorrow.
Sure.
Corbin, at this point, you what is your perimeter like? Do you have something? Do you like have cans set up on a string or something as a defense, or is it just this is the edge of my property? I go check it.
Yeah, I think that would make sense. And like maybe because like he's been out here for basically his whole life. So I imagine he'd have like some like traps that were originally like for getting like small animals to eat and stuff. But perhaps repurposed for walkers and still animals, still gotta eat. But yeah, thinking like noise makers and like little traps.
Okay. So you hear just one of your traps makes a noise, or not one of your traps, but one of your little noisemakers makes a noise to the south of the cabin.
I'm gonna grab my spear. And I'm gonna slowly and cautiously make my way over there, keeping a lookout as I go, just so that hopefully nothing gets the jump on me. That would be bad. Probably.
So you go out there. At first, you only see one walker.
At first.
Yeah, at first. Then, like as like you like get a better view, and like they come out of the trees and brush more. There's 4 total walkers. You do take a stress for confronting a walker.
Yay!
What is Corbin's
One.
reaction? What is
Sorry?
Corbin's reaction to the walkers?
Ooh. Okay, well, he's immediately... Have they spotted him?
Not yet.
Okay, good. Okay, so he's gonna back away, probably like hide behind a tree or a bush or something to just, ensure that they're probably not gonna see him, because that would be bad. Most definitely in this case. I guess see if they're gonna get closer to his house or if they're just kind of moving through the area.
1 second. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, Sword and Key, for stopping by.
Hello.
drop the
Asterisk,
content
leave
warning.
asterisk.
Drop the content warning in the chat for you. So make sure to check that out and keep yourself safe. But thank you for the raid. You, they, not having not seen you or anything, they're going to. They're kind of just like meandering through the woods right now. Like they don't know that you're there or anything. But they are sort of on a path towards your cabin. But it's a meandering path.
Yay! Okay, well, everyone has to figure out how to deal with this, because that's four of them. There's only one of him. Huh. How far away are they from each other? Or are they like fairly close?
From each other, I would say there's like maybe 5 feet apart. They're not super grouped up, but they're not spread out.
I have an idea, but it's probably stupid.
If you were really, really careful, there's like a chance you could take them out one at a time without the others noticing.
That is the idea I had. And then as like if they do see me, they're pretty slow, so I could probably run away and then like maybe lead them to traps. But yeah, let's try the first idea and only go with plan B if first idea fails.
Okay.
They like immediately see me.
So first you're gonna roll stealth.
Yay! I love rolling dice. How do I do that?
So are you in the roll-20?
Oh, right. That exists. Yes, I am here.
Hopefully it works.
I really hope it works. I don't want to die.
But
or get
you
injured.
should just
or
be
anything,
able to, on
It'd
your
be great.
character's sheet, you should be able to just click on stealth.
Yeah.
And
I click on it?
Yep, just click on the word and it should
There's
roll.
bonus/penalty dice, though.
Yeah, you have one stress
Is that for my
Yeah,
armor?
no, that's for your stress dice. So you add 1 for your stress dice.
So, wait. Sorry?
So you have 1 stress right now, so you're going to put a 1 in there.
Ah, okay. And then I rolled. I don't want to look. But I have to. Okay, I have to scroll to get down quite a bit. Oh, okay. I think that it says successes.
0 successes, but you did not roll a walker.
Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't. Sorry?
You didn't roll a walker. So on your stress dice, if you roll a 1, it shows up as a walker, and that is bad things happen when that's where you get like maybe your pack rips open and your food falls out, or more walkers show up.
Ah, okay.
But you didn't have that happen, so you're not being stealthy, but nothing necessarily too bad happens. You step on a stick.
Of course.
You have a chance to like duck behind a tree really quick, but the walkers hear it and they all kind of turn towards where you are.
Great! That's so awesome!
And because of that, you will go from threat level 1 to threat level 2.
Is there a place I mark that on my sheet?
Nope, it's more of an atmospheric thing for the GM. Basically, it marks how aggressive the zombies are.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for explaining that to me.
Yeah. Basically, 2 is like 1 is like they're in the area. 2 is they've kind of started to notice you. 3 is it's starting to get really dangerous. And then 4 and 5, you're basically in a lot of trouble.
You're cooked, as the kids say these days.
Oh, 4, 5, and 6 are where you. I forgot there was a
Oh,
6.
of course, and another number.
Is where you're in a lot of trouble. And 6 is you're cornered and you're probably not going to make it out of there.
Okay. Well, luckily, I'm only 4 points away from that one.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So they notice it. Are they coming to investigate the sound, or?
Yes, they do. They do move in your direction.
Okay. Is it possible that I could, like, try and sneak a little farther away? So that they're not, like, immediately, like, right there?
If you move, they're definitely gonna see you.
Okay. How close is the nearest one? Could I just, like, quickly dispatch that one and then make a run for it? Or is that not feasible?
I would say that's feasible. You could take out one and run for it.
Okay. Alright. There's hope.
How are you trying to do this?
Stab it through the head?
Okay, so you're gonna want to make a close combat roll.
Alright. Alright, and I have do I add a +1 because of my stress?
Yep.
Okay, please. I'm so scared.
Oh, there you go. One success. So in this system, success is equal damage. However, walkers, unless otherwise stated, like they have armor for some reason, you only need one success to take out a single walker. So you stab this. What does it look like when you stab this walker in the head?
So like I'm behind the tree and like or like there, and then like I swing my arm out and just like bam right through the head. Didn't even know it was coming. Boom. And then like I remove it, like in out very quick.
And then your intention is to run for it.
Run for it. Hopefully towards some traps.
Okay,
I know where those are, right?
we'll find out. Roll mobility.
Oh, yay, more rolling. Oh. And then one, right?
Yep.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Oh.
That's 3 successes.
Is that a good thing?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. So you take off in. You do it does it turns out you do know where your traps are. Do you try to lure them in?
Yeah, that was my intention there.
So like you're like maybe not too loudly, but calling them so that they follow you. And it does turn out you do know where your traps are.
Yay!
And it takes, I'll say, maybe 20 minutes just because they don't cooperate necessarily, but you manage
No,
to
come
get
over.
you manage to get them all trapped, right? And
Gosh, like hurting a bunch of butterflies.
yeah, they're not dead, but right,
Yeah.
like I'm assuming you have like bear traps and snares and stuff that
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
you can then now just walk up, take them out if you wish,
Yeah,
because
that is
they're
what I should
they're
do.
kind of not a threat anymore.
And just like They don't say brains. That's too stereotypical. They just go grr.
And then you get to go. The threat is your threat level is down to 0 now. Nothing's happening, and Corbin can go about his day.
Yeah.
Does
I wasn't scared for a
Corbin,
second.
does Corbin consider like radioing Aiden and like telling them what happened?
No, I don't think so. I think he'd be like, well, if the danger has continued, like if the walkers like followed me all the way to my house or something, or there was a lot more of them, then maybe. But the threat is gone now. If the threat had persisted, then yeah, he might have said something. But no, it's all gone now. For now, at least.
Okay. We are gonna jump back over to our haven, to Spectrum. Who has a scene they'd like to do?
I mean, I don't know if it's a full scene, but I know that Chase would definitely be a little bit confused to not have Eliza come into the room to check on him. And I think it's just like he is choosing to not be confused. He's kind of choosing to be like, you know what, I'm here. Mac is here. We're back in the Spectrum, so obviously everything is fine. And I think it's not like immediate. Like I think that Marley comes in and starts kind of like checking him over, and he's still kind of waking up because again he's been out for a long time. But I do think eventually he will make some kind of comment of like, "Hey, is Eliza on her way, or is she out, or is she somewhere? I guess I don't really know where anyone is."
Oh, yeah, well, I'm sure Eliza will be on her way soon. But yeah, last I knew she was outside. I think she was helping Deborah with something.
Oh, okay. Everyone like made it back okay, right?
Oh, yes, you were the only one injured, I believe. Everybody was fine. Um, Kia too. Made it back.
Oh, Kia's back. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Good. I am glad that nobody. If someone's gonna get hurt helping me do my thing, I guess I'm glad that it was me. And I didn't get anyone else injured following my thing. So that's good.
Okay. Well, how are you feeling? Are you dizzy at all? Nauseous?
No, I'm okay. I think I have like a bit of a headache, but I think like Max said it had been a couple days. Like exactly how long?
Um,
Because like a couple days could be like 2 or like 5. I feel like.
you've been sleeping for about 4 days. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Everyone's if everyone's okay and I made it back and we're here and we're safe. That's what's important.
Yeah. Yeah. I will get you some aspirin here in a moment. And you sure nothing else? No other complaints? Just a headache?
Yeah. No, I think I'm okay. Um, should I like stay here and rest? Am I able to go
Um,
and see everyone or?
we I'll we'll let Eliza, look at you too. Make sure um, that we're both on the same page. But I think you'll be able to get up. You'll have to take it easy for a little bit. I think that'll be best. But you should be good to go here a little bit.
Okay. Okay. No, this is good. That's good. Honestly, I don't totally mind having to stay here, and I'm assuming like Mac is still in the room and hasn't left, and
Yeah.
Chase will look over at him. Like yeah, I think having the rest, I think I have a lot to talk about, so
Okay.
I
Well.
think it'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you. I appreciate everyone getting me back here, and then I can't look myself over. I mean, I guess I could. I probably shouldn't. I don't think I have that much training yet, anyways. I guess I should learn that for if someone else is unconscious. Unconscious. What's the difference between like unconscious and in a coma? What does it? What was I like? Was I just unconscious for a couple days? Is that the technical
Yes.
term? Okay.
Yeah, you were just unconscious for a couple days. I as not a doctor, I do believe the main difference is like in a coma, like you're not like waking up at all intermittently. Whereas like sometimes when you're just unconscious, you might wake, but you like Chase probably doesn't remember
Doesn't
it
remember,
because it's
yeah,
like you
yeah.
groggily were like, oh hey, and then went back out, right?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
a coma, I know for
Yeah, yeah.
certain you're not doing that.
Yeah, you're out. Yeah. But yeah, then I think that Chase will spend the rest of the time waiting for someone else to come in the room and catching up with Mac and wanting to know which I also want to know, like I think it's a bit of a like rush of questions of like, where were you? What happened to you? What happened at the coffee shop? Why were you in the back of a truck? But we can come back to that and do that later if we want to cut away from that scene for a minute.
Okay.
I think I do want to have a scene with Eliza.
Okay.
Just, finding Deborah at a building like 4 or 5 blocks away from the Spectrum. Just kind of going a little harder than normal, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make just a roll just to see?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 7 dice. I can get. Two successes.
In before Eliza finds you bleeding because you punched the glass.
I have 2 successes.
Okay. And what is it that Deborah is doing?
Deborah is doing what Deborah had been doing to like relieve stress and get anger out, but in a much more I don't give a shit about who sees this. And if anyone questions me, I yell back, it's you or it's that. Very emotionally distraught Deborah. So.
Okay. How is Eliza handling this, Deborah?
Well, as someone that had gotten in the way that first day, didn't turn out very well.
And I still feel bad. Sorry.
I think like the camera would see like there's still like a little bit of like some bruising on her cheek. But she just kind of will be like, and that's 49.
It is. We gotta get to 50 before I can even think about going back to the spectrum, okay? I've done
Okay.
12 today. I gotta get
All right.
13. Lucky 13, alright?
Okay, and remember, 13 is when you have to talk to me.
Whatever. And it's Wisconsin. We're in a bar. I'm gonna go just right behind the bar, see if there's a bartender back there, just kinda, either there or the back freezer or wherever. Just to find 50 so I can get this conversation over with.
There's not a bartender behind the bar. There's plenty of booze back there, but not a bartender. Probably there's somebody in like the kitchen area.
I'll be right back. Promise I'll be right back. You stay right here. I'll go take care of whatever's back there. And then I we've been to so many bars because there's one on every corner at every intersection. I just put like a Jack Daniels on the bar, and I say, "Yeah, you can pour us some, you cannot. I don't know. I don't really fucking give a shit. I'll be back here if you need me."
Okay, I'm gonna watch just in case, because, we don't want something to sneak up on you and hurt you.
It'll be fine. I say, like too fucking loud. It's so loud. It's ugh.
In which case, like you no longer have to go into the kitchen because it's coming to you.
And then that's one success.
Okay.
For that.
What does it look like when you take out this walker?
I just take out my machete, and I feel like I've gotten like a swing down, like a single arm swing where I just kind of like come through. This one, it feels a little off. So instead of hitting like the side of the head like I normally do, I hit the neck. And then I have to kind of come back and get it a little bit on the head. Jokes. Okay, 13. All right. And then I like wipe off my blade with a disgusting rag that I find. And just put it on the bar. Okay, it's day 3. What are we talking about today?
Okay, well, and Eliza's just kind of doing the quick look over of, all right, there's nothing hiding. There's no scratching sounds coming around. Like, so it's at least semi-safe. I feel like Eliza in the last 3 days has very much been like when the adult walks behind the toddler and tries to make sure that nothing hits them.
Yeah.
That is what Eliza's been doing the last 3 days of like, there's a walker coming from your right. She's trying to take it out before it can get too close to you. And she just kind of will give the once over of like looking around. Will kind of like pour a drink, although she doesn't really. She's trying to be as gentle as she can with Deborah, and then she'll just kind of like slide a glass over. She doesn't pour anything for herself, but she'll just say, "So."
Deborah picks up the glass and throws it at the wall.
Okay.
I need to be sober for conversations like this. I feel like I haven't said anything to you for the last 3 days. So I'd rather stumble over my own words because I'm crying and not because I'm inebriated.
Oh, that's fine. I am so sorry for everything that has happened, and it's not fair. I've been through it, and I don't understand it the way that you understand it. My sister and my niece are both missing. But if you keep doing this, and I will stay with you, and we will clear it out, I understand that helps you. But every time that you go out like this, you're risking a chance of not coming back. And that's not okay with any of us here.
I need to feel useful.
Then how can I help you do that?
Keep letting me do this. This is how I feel useful right now because Jonah's gone. All the people that I ever loved before everything happened, before all of this fell, and I ended up here in a fucking bar in Eau Claire, fucking Wisconsin, without my husband, without any of my friends, and with new people that I've never met before. There's nothing to be done. I let Jonah down just like I let my ex-husband down. Like I let all of you down. I fucking crashed a fucking truck and almost killed Chase. And then Chase is still unconscious. And I think that's because of fucking me. And that's it. That's what it is. I need to feel useful. And if that means that I get to make a perimeter of 5 blocks around the spectrum so that we know that we have safe houses for 5 fucking blocks around the fucking spectrum, that's what I'm going to do. Because I need to feel useful.
I think like over the last 3 days, Eliza has not pushed back very much. And I think there's today where she just kind of like clenches her fist and says, I can appreciate not feeling useful, okay? I get it. But there are ways that you can do it and you're choosing not to. You are choosing to put yourself in the line of fire. You are choosing to push everybody away. You are choosing to be alone when everyone here just wants to help you. You could train all those kids back there. They have no clue how to do half the crap that you do.
I don't even know how to fucking talk to those kids, okay? I just feel like I'm
Try.
How am I supposed... I don't even know where to fucking start with that, okay?
Hi, my name's Deborah. It's really nice to meet you.
Is it really nice to meet me in this fucking everything?
Yes, because the people are all we have left.
And I keep letting my people down, and my people keep fucking dying.
Oh my lord.
Does anyone know where Jonah went?
Yes.
Does anyone know if Jonah's alive?
I hope so. But that isn't going to change anything. My sister and my niece more than likely are either hopefully happily alive or at peace and dead, okay? That's just how it is. This is the world we live in now, and we can get angry and we can rage, and that is okay for a little while. You have to get it out. I get it. But I know how this ends up. I have seen it from my time in the army, and it leads to more self-destruction, more self-sabotage, and you are going down that road. I have been down that road. And this is how it starts. Deborah, we love you so much. Why would we fight so hard to keep you okay if we didn't give a shit about you? And I know you give a shit about us because you wouldn't be trying to put yourself through this to protect us. But we can't get to know you if you don't let us in.
What am I supposed to do instead? I truly do this because of what happened on that first day when I got you right in the face. I can't control this. I'm just fucking upset and angry, and the only way that I can get this out is by smashing things and shattering glass and destroying doors.
You know what? Let's grab all the plates here, okay? And she's gonna go behind the bar and get like all of like the plates that are left and like try and find a Sharpie in the cashier desk.
Yeah, you can find a Sharpie.
And then she like pulls it out. You know what I'm upset about? I'm upset that my body can't keep up with me anymore. And she's gonna throw a plate down that she wrote that on. And she's gonna hand Deborah a plate and the Sharpie.
I'm gonna smash this first one, but I'm not gonna write anything down. And then I just throw it at the wall. And you can start to see, the glassy eyes behind her glasses. Give me another plate.
She gets out another plate.
I write my inadequacies. Just that phrase. And I throw that at the wall. It doesn't leave, but it feels better. And then I take an entire thing of plates and I just throw it on the floor. Sorry, I have a problem with instant gratification.
You have fought for so many people that you need to fight for yourself, okay?
I don't even know what that means, if I'm being honest.
What do you want right now? If there's anything that you could have right now, what would it be?
My house. I'd love to just sleep in my bed alone and just be Deborah before Deborah got a hold of this machete and had to walk and see everything on the road here.
Well, I can't really... Well, actually, look, there's a bunch of houses near here. Why don't we clear one out tomorrow and try and set it up and make it nice?
Because it doesn't have what is my house, of my memories, of my flowers, of everything that made my house my house.
Everything that made your house is you. Everything else is just things. Things go away. Flowers die. Houses end up empty. But it's the people in those houses that make that house a home. I know it's not going to be easy. I'm telling you, it's not. This is going to be freaking hell. Okay? Cherry and I have both been through it in different ways. But you gotta start talking about it.
I can't promise that I'll do it soon, but I can promise that it'll happen at some point. Just let me be angry a little longer.
Okay.
I promise I'll talk to you if I promise I'll talk to you every time I need to leave the building, so you know where I am. And I'll see if I can bring some of the young folk with us so that they can get some training in.
I think there's another stack of plates if you want to break it.
Yeah, I'll go get it. And then, it's like a swinging sort of kitchen door. And so I just kind of poke my head out and I'm like, thanks for putting up with my bullshit for as long as you have. It's not great. And I will try to be better. I promise. And then I scurry back in and get the plates. And some of them smash on the way on accident.
Eliza, did you bring a radio out here?
Yeah, she brought a walkie. She'll kind of give Deborah time to smash the plates and go outside. And then she'll just kind of ring it in to at least the code, because she doesn't want to start talking into it if they're being attacked or something. So she would go with whatever they're used to doing. So do the double tap to let them know that I can talk.
Aiden picks up the radio. Hey, Eliza, you should know, Mac's awake. Or not Mac, Chase is awake.
Okay, we're just heading back. We'll be there soon, okay?
Okay.
Tell him to hold on, okay? I'll be there as soon as I can.
I'll pass on the message. Cherry, where are you right now?
I don't know. There's lots to do. Maybe Kia and I went to go maneuver more vehicles together.
Yeah, I'm down.
Like we block off near the front of the building, and we like block off down the sections of road a certain amount of distance, just so like there's no straight line. You have to, go weaving around barricades and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I definitely, with everything going on, I would take Kia because they also did a lot of driving, especially recently. And like we go together, that way I can get out of the car or the truck or whatever and like direct them so that we can, get a satisfactory positioning and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you holding up, Cherry?
That's a hard question to answer.
Yeah, but I feel like it's always the question that everyone asks, right?
I mean, I'm worried about lots of stuff. I'm worried about Jonah. I'm worried about Deborah. I'm still a little mad at Deborah for punching Eliza. But I was asked to, hold back and be gentle, so I'm doing my best. I'm glad you're back, though. Glad, even supplies be damned, I'm glad you made it back.
Yeah, no, it's scary being alone out there. So, but I don't think anything's ever going to be easy or peaceful at all. So, hang on to what we can get, and then just brace for the worst of it, I suppose. They're just looking at like slowly screeching a car to the side. Is this a good spot?
And they walk around a little bit. A little more to the back up to the left slightly. There's a little more curb. Someone could squeeze through.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Very slowly pull them back. I think the sound stuff might actually be working, so hopefully we can make it through this as easy as possible.
Sure wish we had a demolitions expert. Remote trigger all those things down the block. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I mean, we can figure out what we can ourselves. I don't know. Maybe enough brains on we might be able to figure out something. And I definitely barely get anything going just for hunting traps.
Help me remember to ask River if maybe they could figure something out for that.
I bet they could. They're pretty good at theory stuff. So just have to be careful on the execution. All right, where's our next car?
How about that big black pickup over there?
All right. Let's see where we can put it. and start working.
Well, you're working on the this big black truck. Vivian comes jogging over. Hey, Chase is awake.
I think he immediately looks to Jerry.
Yeah, we'll come back to this later. Let's go back.
Right.
How's he doing, Fib?
Good, I guess. Marley is in there now.
Eliza and Deborah aren't back yet?
No, but I know Aiden called them back, so they should be on their way.
Okay.
But it does it sounds like it's good news. I know Alice seemed
use some of that.
happy.
Yeah. I bet Chase must be starving. We better make sure he gets enough food.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll have to ask Eliza what he can even have. Might not want to go too big, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, probably simple foods. I'm trying to remember. I've only been in a hospital once, waking up from like gallbladder surgery, so I don't know. But let's go.
When I woke up from surgery, I really wanted pickles.
Yo, pickles are good though. Oh, I should hunt and see if we can find any that might still be good.
I mean, there's a few jars from other things we've scavenged, but yeah, we need to work on canning more things.
Yeah.
At least half of the jars of pickles you have are labeled "Do not touch" because they're set aside specifically for Vivian.
All right.
So you do need more pickles if other people want to have pickles, but
yeah.
Do you all go back together? Do you separate at all? Like how does this look?
Well, if Cherry essentially gave us ease to return, then Kia would go straight to check on Chase.
Yeah, I think that if it seems like everyone's kind of like reconvening on me. Thanks, guys. Because I can't really move and come to you right now because I think Chase is resting. But I think that kind of right before everyone gets there again, like Chase is kind of like he kind of like laid back down and was making sure that he was okay. And then once he gets like, yeah, you look fine, from Marley, he, like slowly sits up. And he's like, yeah, because, he knows enough about medical stuff to know, like, he might be dizzy when he starts to move. And so I think, like, sitting up after he's been laying down for a long time, he's a little bit unsteady for, like, the first second there. And then he sits up and he kind of takes a few breaths. And again, he looks at Mac, who I think he'll kind of, like, reach a hand out for to, like, bring Mac, if Mac had, like, taken a step back so that he could be examined, he'll call Mac over again and just, again, I think he goes into that, like, it is so good to see you. I went back to the coffee shop and you weren't there and nobody was there and there was, like, a weird symbol and then the symbol was on the flag and how did you wind up in the back of the truck and what happened and you know what, it doesn't matter. And I think he just, like, grabs Mac and kisses him because none of those questions really mean anything in the long run other than, like, you're here and you're back. And he'll get the answers to those questions later, maybe, but I think that is what people will eventually walk into as everyone starts to file into the room.
I think he, like, steps in, is just, like, then starts to back it. It's like, should I go?
No, I think you walk into the room, and
Kia, you totally should have said get a room.
We're
I
in
mean,
the
I would,
room.
but they are in the room.
We're literally
I'm
in
the
a
one
room.
intruding. That's why I should go.
I think it would be if it was anyone else, it would be different. But Chase hasn't seen you in a really long time either. So I think like he like catches your eye and will be like, oh, Kia, oh my gosh, when did you get back? No, you can come in. It's okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. Question to answer. I got back. You were already unconscious, but I came back with supplies. I was successful. It was really shitty, but I did it.
That's awesome. He's definitely like not let go of Mac, but is like pulled back enough to talk to you.
Yeah.
It's so good to see you. Yeah, I figured I must have been unconscious when you got back. Otherwise, I would have known that you were back.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got. Yeah, you were gone for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Been a bit.
Did you run into trouble or something? Because you weren't supposed to be gone for that long.
I mean, trying to find enough supplies, especially medical ones, took a long time. And then I took a risk, which held me up for a while. And you do see, like, at that point, them even touching on that gets a really, like darkened look in their eyes. But they do move on. They're like, yeah. And then the weirdest one was running across an old lady with a nice, clean house with pie. That was a weird one, but don't trust ladies with pies is all I can say.
Okay. I feel like I've missed a lot.
Yeah, there's some ketchup, I think, and then Gil will like turn to hear, as I'm sure they're hearing other people come in.
Yes, and as everybody is heading over, that is where we're going to go to break. We'll be back in 10, 15 minutes-ish. So get up, drink water, do all the things, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fields of the Dead, where I assume we plan on continuing to keep our promise of making the zombie apocalypse queer. Everybody is excited. It seems that Chase is awake, and we have a bunch of people. Come in, check in, say hi. I think with so many people, it is kind of a small room. So I think Mac is gonna, hey, I'm. It's a small room. I'm gonna let everybody say hi. I will come back, but I'm gonna go find Alice for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And Chase would like squeeze his hand for a second before letting him go. And then we'll watch. I imagine it's a bit of like everyone kind of like filing in. Because I know Kia was there, and then Kia was with Cherry. And then I'm assuming Deborah and Eliza show up after a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that again, Chase is kind of like responding one at a time to everyone's like Kia first is very, I mean, again, like hasn't seen you in a while, is very excited to see you, but then Eliza comes in and immediately like attention turns like, hey, it's good to see you. In my mind, I just saw you, but I know it's been a couple of days since you've talked to me.
She'll come in, and you do see like she's got like a faint bruise outline on her cheek, and she also, I think, that she tries to cover it up, but she's also has like a little bit of a slight limp going on as she's walked in, and will just kind of give a big smile and be like, "Well, you got a lot of sleep and a lot of rest, or whatever happened. I think it was technically coma because we really couldn't wake you up, but here, let me." And she's gonna go basically into fix-it mode. She'll kind of like sit down on the bed, and you see her just kind of like grimace for a minute to like go for the sit, and actually her left leg kind of slides out as she kind of plops down. But she'll get out the light to like check your pupil dilation, like check for dizziness, all that stuff as people are kind of piling in.
Yeah, I'm fine, really. And
we'll see if you're fine. You just sit still.
Okay.
And she'll just start fussing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I know I maybe shouldn't have gone off on my own there, but I can't argue with the results. I mean, it worked, and everyone's back, and everyone seems okay. But did you get hurt on the? I don't really know what happened on the trip back. You look a little bit bruised.
I've just been running myself pretty hard the last couple days, but really, it's all good. We all got out in one piece. I mean, it was a bit of a doozy going back, but we did it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, everyone said that we weren't gonna find Mac and that it was gonna be really bad over there. And I mean, I guess I was not conscious for the last half of the journey, but it.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of walkers. There's a lot, and we ran into some on the road, and the vehicle was just. It was a hard drive. So the vehicle just, with the amount of damage it took, I don't even know how Deborah was able to drive it.
But I mean, everyone's here. Like, everyone made it back, right? Like,
Yes.
I mean,
no.
I'm sorry that you. Wait, yes and no. What happened?
Jonah's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped by who?
Someone calling themselves the Queen of Hearts, we believe.
Who is also wife Jonah's wife.
There's a couple of new groups that we know about now.
Is this the cult? We were there was like a cult.
Not the creepy cult lady.
Okay, not the cult.
It's a different creepy cult.
It's the people that kidnapped Mac.
So they are two different cults. I said that.
You did. You were right.
I mean, I know the chances of finding two different cults at the same time is maybe slim, but okay. So there's the cult that kidnapped Mac, and they're run by a queen person who's Jonah's wife,
Mhm.
and then there's the other creepy cult with the lady that we found in the trailer.
Yeah, the sanctuary cult.
The
Yeah.
sanctuary cult. Okay. Okay.
There's also a biker gang that we know about. Although they were taken care of by another group, I don't think we've been able to spot them in the last couple days. But there's a couple of groups out and about right now.
Okay. That all sounds not great. Anything else that I missed?
We're battening down the hatches for a very, very large swarm of walkers.
Okay. That I do think that's what Dalton told us about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's that. Okay. I
It's
knew
a lot
about
closer than we expected.
that. Okay. I didn't know about that. Then that sounds like that's maybe the immediate thing. Like have we like moved into the sanctuary or the Spectrum?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we joined the group at Spectrum through Jonah. We figured it would be safer for all of us, like both groups. Plus, they had a little more space.
Yeah,
And,
I remember we were planning on that. I guess I got out of all the work there. Because I wasn't awake for it.
Hopefully, we'll still move into the campus, but that'll be a more long-term thing. But, everyone here at Spectrum's been great, and we're all pitching in the best we can. It's good to see you awake, though, Chase.
Yeah. I mean, again, like last thing I remember, I was with Eliza and Deborah, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long since I've seen you. But it's good to see you, and it's good to see Kia. It's been obviously longer, and it's good to be back, I guess. Where is Deborah? Because she's been quiet.
Deborah hasn't come in from the door. Just kind of standing, leaning against the door frame.
I think that seeing that, and again, like it's a small room, but I think there's room for you to come in here, and like seeing that you haven't, Chase will like, again, he's still like sitting up in the bed. Will actually, I was like reach out, like Deborah, I know it's a tight fit, but there's room. You can come in. I feel like, again, I don't know all the details, and maybe I'll never know all the details, but I'm sure that I owe you and Eliza for dragging me back here, since I obviously wasn't much help.
No, you don't owe me anything. Truly, nothing. You don't owe me anything. Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't have gotten back here on my own. And I'm sure, like, knowing you and knowing Eliza and knowing the group, that I mean, that had to have been extra work to like have a basically dead weight with you traveling back. And what Eliza's saying, it sounds like you ran into a lot of people and walkers and just stuff on the way back. So it sounds like it was a lot.
Honestly,
and you were only going there for me in the first place. Like I dragged you all into that.
we got a lot of info, and honestly, Aiden was kind of more of a piece of work on the way back than you were, and you were unconscious, so that's saying a lot. So nothing to worry about. I You also see that like Deborah's face is covered in blood. And their body, their clothes are also covered in blood. So,
is everything okay? You look. I hope that's not yours.
Oh, it's not.
Oh,
Deborah and
oh.
I have been
Sorry.
clearing out. Yeah, there's a little. Yep,
I
just
don't.
a little bit there. Okay.
I'll have to use water later. It'll be fine. Sorry about that. Stuff has happened.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
We've been clearing out a lot of the area to try and create safe houses just in case certain areas become difficult. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna keep saying this, but it feels like I've missed a lot. But really, again, like, I was the reason why we were out that far away anyways, and I'm glad that no one else got really hurt because of me, and I'm sorry that Jonah's been kidnapped. Is that like...
Someone is currently tracking Jonah.
Okay.
Okay. Actually,
That's good.
when we made it back, my nephew was with Kia.
I found him and another person in that old lady house I told you about.
With the pie?
Yeah, she was going to feed them to her walker.
Son.
Yeah, walker son. But we made it out, and yeah, so
Okay. I'm good. Glad that you're safe, and glad that you're back, and glad that that didn't happen. Okay.
I rolled 1 success on medicine. How is Chase looking?
Considering Chase just woke up, Chase is looking pretty good.
Actually, mechanically, how am I looking? Because I was like...
Mechanically, you have all your health.
Okay, amazing. Because I was at the worst. My health was at 0.
Yeah. So yeah, because mechanically, technically, like you're still like beat up like narratively and stuff, but mechanically, after resting.
You're fine.
For a period of time.
I rested for a long
fine.
time. I got so much rest. We're so chilling. Cool. Yeah, again, like, narratively, he's still, again, like, now that he's kind of, like, sitting up and talking to people, he's a little bit more dizzy and, like, a little bit more shaken. And this is also just, like, a lot of information. I think you notice, like, he does kind of slip into just, like, repeating the same things over and over again as his brain is processing. But he's doing okay.
Yeah, with 1 success, you're not worried that like Chase is gonna have like a brain aneurysm or something, right? Like you are as certain as you can be that Chase is fine. Of course, you don't have a CT scan or anything to really confirm anything like that, but you are as certain as you can be. Chase is fine.
Well, you still need to rest a little bit. I know you're going to want to get up and going, but look, we've got some supplies. We'll get you some food on the lighter side, okay?
Yeah, that would be great. I am definitely hungry. And yeah, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot going on. It sounds like as soon as I'm able to help, I definitely want to. It seems like there's a lot of stuff and people and groups and walkers that are closer than we thought they were. Is the plan's basically just to stay here?
Kind of. We can go over that a little bit more maybe later. This is a lot. and you had a pretty hard hit to the head. I don't want to raise your stress too much. I know that's asking a lot, but I think right now, focus on resting.
I know. I mean, I
Make sure
feel
that
like
you
it's,
don't have a concussion anymore.
I know. I feel like it's more stressful to not know what's going on than to know. But then again, maybe I say that because I don't know what's going on. And maybe if I knew what was going on, it would be more stressful than not knowing. But I don't know because I don't know I guess you guys told me a lot of what's going on. And that is good to know. Although again, it is a lot. You're probably right that I should probably just rest for a little while. It's nice being here. Like we've got rooms. We didn't really have rooms at the hardware store.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty nice here. They've done a really good job of setting everything up, and Marley's created basically a medical triage center here. Especially with the supplies that Kia was able to get. I don't know how you got that ambulance still to this day. That was as supplied as it was, but uh, we're building stuff to hopefully make it so we can withstand what's going on. But for now, we're gonna get you some food, and we're gonna be up and walking every 2 hours. Okay?
okay. Yeah, no, that sounds fine. I'll try and take things easy. I know now firsthand, like from being on the other side of it and helping out you when you're helping out people, how annoying it is when people like don't cooperate when you're trying to help them. So I feel like there's some saying somewhere about like doctors making bad patients, and I wouldn't call myself close to a doctor.
Oh, we're terrible.
But
It's
I
just
will
how
try
it
to
works.
yeah, I'll try to not. I'll try and just listen to I trust whatever you say. So I will try to actually rest.
And I'm sure some of your friends will love to fill you in on everything that has happened. So
Yeah. No, it's great seeing people and having everybody back and having everybody here. So and it's
Right.
great seeing all of you. I'm
gotta get up. Come on.
glad to see everyone here. Okay.
She'll help Chase kind of get up, start moving around a little bit. Being basically unconscious state for that long, she's gonna make sure that you are up and moving.
Yeah. I definitely think again it is a little bit like he is trying really hard to like take it slowly because again he knows just enough from the very like minimal medical training that he's been starting to get to know that like if he stands up too quickly and if he moves too quickly like he will be dizzy, he'll fall back down or something like that. So he is trying to move slow, and it's definitely interesting like moving and walking around after laying down for so long. Again, not voluntarily, but because he hasn't been conscious. So he's moving slowly and taking it slow. But he also definitely does want to. Again, he's been here before, but I think when we were here before, it was pretty brief. Like we kind of just like walked inside, saw what the main space looked like, and then left. So he definitely wants to get like the full tour of the spectrum.
And Eliza will probably help kind of either Mac or any of the other, because I know Chase had other friends that were already at Spectrum, to kind of like help show them around. And she'll just kind of, like once that she sees you're at least getting up, walking well, she'll say, don't walk too much. Your body's under a lot of strain. And call me or Marley if you get really bad headaches or you're really, really dizzy. That's just things we need to watch out for right now, or else you'll be okay.
Okay, I got it. Thanks. Thanks again for everything. Always, all the time, but especially right now.
Does anyone else have anything they want to say to Chase? Okay.
So I don't need to speak to Chase, but as Chase with Mac walks away, Cherry slides over to Eliza and it's just like, speaking of taking it easy and resting, I know I can't keep you from checking on him every 2 hours, but I noticed how you're doing.
Yeah. It's. I think that it's better. And she'll just kind of like go into like a room privately with Cherry just to keep voices down. I think that Deborah's doing a little bit better. At least she's talking a little bit more now. She said she's gonna try and help teach some of the other people here some self-defense stuff. Help her get reintegrated into everything.
That's good to hear. But you're pushing yourself pretty hard.
Oh, I know I need to take a day or so off. I mean, you know how that's like.
I do, but I also know with what we're going to be facing, I can't have you so beat up that you can't make it when it's important.
Okay. Look, I will not go out tomorrow. Yeah, I'll stay off my leg tomorrow. We've got this stupid rolly chair. Scoot around on that. Try to stay off my prosthetic for a little bit.
And she just like brushes your cheek.
Eliza will just like rest her head on Cherry and just be like, I'm so tired and I don't know how to talk to Ren anymore. And it's easier to go out and I'm sorry.
I understand a little bit. I mean, we all have a lot we're dealing with. You know, Ren's doing okay. I did my best to ask like how they thought they could help, and you know, they hammered a couple of nails, and they're just they're hanging out with the other teenagers, doing what they think they can to help without having us, you know, hovering over them constantly.
You know, when we finally get this stupid horde over with, I don't know. We've been going for so long. I'm just so tired.
Yeah. Maybe since the campus is going to take such a long time, maybe we can make one of those houses safe enough to sleep in a real bed for at least a night after this horde passes.
I would love that. The cots are killing me. It's better than the sleeping bag. I know you've tried so hard to make it comfortable, and I appreciate. It's just I can't lay down that long, and it will be fine. It will be fine. I'm starting to snowball, and I need to not do that. So,
I think you say I'm starting to snowball and I need to not, and Cherry's just like, well, I know something that'll help, and she leans in and kisses you.
she'll kiss back and be like, "Yeah, that does help, just a little bit," and she'll just kind of like rest next to Cherry.
Have you looked at the calendar?
Oh God. She just starts trying to think, Is it what day is it?
It's been hard to keep track of, especially all winter of everything, but it's our anniversary in a couple of days here.
My God! Oh my God! Okay, we gotta do something. Yes. I
And you
can't
can
believe I forgot. Oh my God.
you can see when you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. You can see Cherry doesn't get anxious often, but Cherry's also really bad at keeping secrets. And you can tell the look on Cherry's face as they have a secret. I know it's early, but I got you something already.
Okay, because I got you something as well.
And Cherry gets down on one knee, pulls a little box from their pocket and opens it and faces them. We didn't get this done when laws were a thing, and it was going to be a big hassle, but Eliza, please marry me.
Yes. And she'll just kind of throw herself at Cherry and be like, "You got it first. I found it was it's a rinky dink ring that I found in the Wellgreens, and it's like such a kid ring, but it's all I could find." You did it first. Of course you did.
I went out with Vivian and we spent 3 days among all our other chores, and I went to all the jewelry stores around here, and it was so hard to find something in the right size 'cause I don't know how to resize it.
That's okay. It's like we've got rubber bands. It'll be fine. This is amazing. And she just kind of like bursts into tears. She's just so happy, and she's just in this time where she just feels like she doesn't know how to handle anything. This is everything.
I'm kind of hoping we can, do something with everyone here because they're family now.
That would be amazing. And
I knew I had to tell you soon because I knew Vivian would spill it eventually.
yeah, that would probably happen. But I mean, like, should we go tell everybody now, or do you want to wait? How do you want to do this? Because I know you like to keep things quiet, but also you don't. You're not able to keep it quiet. But
I mean, I don't think we should call like a meeting or anything. That's but we can go walk around and start telling, especially the people we're closest to.
okay.
I know Chase just walked away. Maybe give him a minute with his friends.
Yeah.
We could start with. Maybe we should start with Vivian because they knew.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea because that's going to spread like wildfire pretty soon here. Okay. All right, help me up. Everything hurts.
Yeah. Lean on me.
She will. And it's something that she rarely will do. But she's absolutely letting Cherry hold her up right now because she's so sore.
And we go walk around and, tell everyone one by one or like in groups of 2 and 3.
So I think first you find Vivian pretty easily because Vivian is with Marley in one of the exam rooms, just getting checked up, just make sure everything's okay. I assume you're both like smiling and happy and everything. So as soon as Vivian sees that, I think Vivian kind of lets everybody know, just like with like a scream of happiness, right? Of like, oh my god, did you do it?
Yes, I did.
Did she say yes?
I
Is
don't
that a
know. Did you say
question?
yes?
I think I said yes.
And then she will hug both of you.
Just give her a hug right back.
Yeah.
Just be like, I can't believe you kept it a secret for this long. Oh my gosh, you're getting better and better by the day. And she'll just give her a little like gentle shoulder nudge of knowing how hard that is for Vivian to do.
You need to walk around and have your moment with everyone. While you do that, we're gonna cut back over to Corbin.
It's me. Hi again.
Getting later in the day. But after, the little bit of excitement Corbin had, things have been pretty much a normal day for him. What would you say Corbin's normal day ends up being like?
Well, he probably would have checked the rest of the perimeter. Then he would have probably checked his traps, see if there's anything edible in them that isn't rotting. And if there was, he'd probably take it and, deal with that. But if there wasn't, then, just we'll just leave that then. And then he'd once he's done with whatever he needs to do outside, he'd go back to the cabin, and kind of just do like stuff. Like maybe he'll read a book, or maybe he'll like, I don't know, check if anything needs maintenance in the house, or maybe he'll take a nap, or like clean his weapons. He doesn't
Okay.
really have any friends, so like he's just kind of doing stuff.
Right. So
Probably eat as well, that's probably important.
right. You do like these sort of daily activities. You like out of boredom, like check and make sure all the car cupboards are like on correctly and stuff. And as you're doing that, you hear the cans again. First at once, then a second time, a third time, and it just keeps going like that for a little bit. You just keep hearing them.
Sorry. Oh no. I guess he's gonna go back out again. Considering how many sounds there were that time, definitely a lot more cautious somehow than even beforehand. 'Cause either like, well, something's going on. It could be walkers, it could be, hopefully it's just a group of peaceful forest animals, but it could also be humans, and that's a whole nother can of worms. DM, why did you put on this music?
You walk outside to look, and you don't have to go far. As soon as you
Oh.
walk outside, there's a small swarm, about 20, making their way through the woods.
Do they see me?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet!
If you continue to stand on the porch, they will see you.
No, I'm going back inside. No, we going back inside.
Yeah. Do you have like fortifications and things set up for a situation like this?
I mean, oh gosh, what? Because I was kind of working on the idea that, like, other than, like, traps around, like, the house, no, not really. But I mean, like, surely they won't just go into, like, a house. They're not intelligent enough to be like, oh, look, there's a house. Let's go check inside.
No. I was just wondering if you would, be like putting, locking up the door and stuff.
I think, yeah, and, like, maybe there's, like, boarding on the windows. Yeah, but, like, nothing, like, over the top. I mean, he's just a guy living out in the woods.
Okay.
Most of the time, nothing really bothers him, but, evidently, this is an abnormal situation that he is not 100% prepared for, 'cause who expects a small horde on their doorstep, almost?
Because like one of the things like you could do for walkers is like you can just draw the curtains. As long as they don't see you, you're probably fine. So like you can, you think you're relatively safe, but this isn't good. Which leads me to another question. Do you radio Aiden? Do you radio for help?
Oh gosh. I don't know, cause like I'm a little worried. Like, would the sound like a like trigger like? Would the zombies hear me? Cause like that's probably something Corbin would be thinking of.
Because you're inside, as long as you don't as long as you keep the volume down and you're not shouting, you're not too loud, you should be fine, unless they're at the door at the windows, which they're not.
Okay. I think he's gonna wait it out, because like maybe they're just gonna pass by and there won't be any issue at all. But if they're starting to like actively like trying to break down the doors, then he's probably going to find a way to get to Saber's bot, and then call him. But yeah, that's first plan.
Okay. So you wait.
So yeah, I'm gonna like close everything off. Oh, no one's in here. No, and like probably just crouch down, for good measure, somewhere.
And as you wait, you crouch down, you wait. However it is, well, we're assuming it's a quiet method. You don't have a gas generator running, but however it is that you get the little bit of power you need for like the radio and stuff is a quiet method, right? Solar panel, something. But as you're waiting,
Yeah.
your power goes up. You
Oh.
watch the little light on the radio fade. That would have, told you the readings and stuff, and you're just sitting there in the dark, listening to this swarm growl outside as they pass through the woods. Walkers aren't fast, so it takes time. You don't know how long, because it's hard to judge. But after a while, you don't hear them anymore. And you think it's relatively safe.
All right. Well, hearing is not always believing. So I'm gonna like very sneaky, like go over to like one of my windows, like very like lift up like the tiniest bit of the corner of like the blinds, just enough for like one of my eyes to like peek out, see as much as I can. If that looks good, maybe I'll peek out a little more and just like we'll go like that until it looks like the coast is entirely clear.
Doing that, it looks like the coast is entirely clear.
All right. And then I'll like very slowly go to my door, front door, very slowly open it, start looking around, you know.
Roll the scout roll.
Okay. And I still have that stress, right?
You have.
I was just about to be like, I don't want to be that player, but
you'd have 2 stress now because you had a second encounter with walkers.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's 2 dice.
Yep.
Yay!
Okay, 1 success. You see the walkers. You see some like in the woods, like you see their like forms and shadows in the distance as they move away. But there's nothing near the cabin. There's nothing coming towards the cabin. Everything's like that you can see is moving away from the cabin. Looks good.
Okay. Whew. So Corbin would close back the door, kind of take a moment to like breathe because that was a little terrifying, not gonna lie. And then quick question. Does he know at least the direction of where Aiden and his group are supposed to be? The spectrum? Like,
yes. I guess it depends on whether or not you would want to be north or south of them.
I'll choose north because I like north.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're north of them, yeah, they're directly south of you, which is the direction those walkers are heading.
Huh. Okay. So Corbin realizes, thinks that, and comes to that conclusion. And does he know what, like their exact fortifications or whatever?
You have an idea. Like Aiden's tried to like press like we're making it safer. We have, more walls, more people, more weapons. And that they have a plan, and that they're making better barricades, all of that stuff. So yeah.
All right. Well, Corbin's thinking on that, like considering this information, and thinking maybe they'll be fine. Like maybe I can just stay here. But there's a voice in the back of his mind, and it's getting a little louder, and it's saying, but you don't know that for certain, and maybe you don't know these people, but maybe you could help them. I mean, sure, it's going to be tough and dangerous, but still, these walkers are coming, and you'd want to know. And sorry. And eventually he's like he gives like a big sigh as he's like working this over with himself. And he kind of just murmurs into the air, "Guess I'm going on a trip."
Cue the montage of Corbin packing up.
Yeah, a tiny little, even like a little bit miffed, like, like if I have to, kind of. But like he's still gonna do it. Like he's gathering all this stuff. And, he's got everything he needs eventually. And he's gonna slowly make his way out of the door again. First off, check. Is anything there? Has anything changed since I last looked outside?
Nope, everything's fine. Like, yeah, it seems relatively safe.
So, yeah, he's gonna step out of his cabin. Only this time it's not to, like, check the traps, check the perimeter. He's essentially leaving his home for, like, the first time in a long time. He doesn't really know what's gonna happen, but, I mean, he's gotta do it. He wouldn't let him... it wouldn't sit right with him if he didn't. So yeah. And obviously making sure to stay cautious and aware of his surroundings, especially considering he's going to be going into unfamiliar territory. Yeah, he's gonna start making his way in the direction that the spectrum is, while also making sure to keep clear of that group of walkers. And probably going around them. Relatively, yeah.
Yeah. As Corbin leaves, we get like the pan of the camera around the cabin as we like see Corbin walking away, and we see the reason Corbin lost power is like a walker got tangled in something, and like, I'm not an electrician, but like fell into the electrical box or something, like face first into it, which would have been a mess to try to unscramble. But Corbin is heading out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there
Going on a trip?
yeah. Is there anything else you would like to add to before we move away from Corbin?
I guess he's just maybe like as he's walking away, he's kind of wondering like what's gonna happen. Is he gonna make it there in time? If only his radio could have worked, and he probably could have checked to see what caused the mechanical failure. But who knows how long that could have taken? And by that time, like who knows how much farther the horde would have gone on? And like, yeah, and he's thinking back on Aiden's words of like, you should join us. And he's like, we'll think about that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
All right. We have a little bit of time left. If we want to end on a happy note and get some character reactions.
I have a fun, quick thing that we can do.
Okay.
I want to find Kia.
Okay.
Just be like, Kia, hey, come here real quick 1 second.
Okay, Deborah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, so I was told by Eliza that I had to try to talk to the kids. I call them kids, I know they're adults. They're just...
Yeah, because I was about to say, I'm 21, so I'm wondering what you're thinking about me, so...
No, okay, so this is why I'm talking to you about this, because you're their age, and I can talk to you, Kia. How do I talk to them?
I'm
trying to teach them how to, defend themselves.
Oh, yeah,
We all gotta learn how to swing a machete or with a knife or wield a gun. I'm not the gun person, but using your fists and stuff. How do I talk to them?
I mean, they don't want to be treated like kids,
Okay.
So just respect them, and I think like what everyone knows of Kia's actually very awkward, especially in long conversations. So they're like struggling hard. It's like, I mean, yeah, just don't treat those kids. Respect them. Know that they do want to help. I mean, I've seen them do lots of things. They listen to Cherry, so
Oh, they already listen to Cherry. Okay.
I mean, yeah, Cherry takes command. So
Okay.
don't be afraid.
Okay.
They're not like, they're not gonna flip out or anything. They're not gonna just be like, oh, and yeah. It'll be fine.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Because, I really don't want to keep bringing this up with your age, but this is like the way that I'm like putting it together, So for the last few days, you probably have noticed that I'm a little off. I want to know going into this, is that kind of scary? Have I been scary at all?
I
want you to make Kia.
Is that even a question?
When we see you punch things,
in the eyeballs.
I'm looking. I know I'm like darting my eyes away, but I am trying hard. I know people well.
I know that there's still blood on my face, but I have to know.
I mean, that doesn't bother me. I came here in like full coverage of gore, so that did not bother me. But it's more of like the sudden like bashing, loud noise. I mean, people are very scared of loud noises right now these days. So yeah,
it's death if there's loud noises.
Yeah.
So is that a yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kia, can you just like stand next to me while I go talk to the young folk about keeping themselves self-defended or whatever?
Sure. I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to say any words. I want to kind of be like a united front.
Yeah.
I'll talk to them and be like, hey, young people, look at this young
don't do that. just be like, all right, guys, come on,
children.
It's like just all right, everybody.
Minecraft, are you winning?
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, just approach them like you would any other peer, because they want to feel like they belong. That we're a unit, that they're not seen as like the children. Just
Okay.
So okay, you used to do a lot of gardening, right? I remembering that? Yeah. So how would you teach someone, like if you saw like someone coming up and be like, hey, Deborah, and they're like 17, 18, they're like, hey, Deborah, how do I garden?
Yeah, kiddo, you just, maybe I should start with that. I'm hearing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, your accent alleviates it a little bit. It sounds good when you say kiddo, but yeah.
Okay, so kiddo is okay, like one time.
Yeah, like don't pepper it too often, but like it feels like you're trying to build the gap. But I'm just gonna stand here. We're done. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Sophia, do you want me to make a roll?
I'm not even sure what you would roll. Let's see, but
probably be leadership.
Yeah, leadership. Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Okay. I
don't even know if I count as helping.
Can you help me, please? I'm rolling 2 dice.
I'll let it count as help.
Just alleviating the stress of this weird situation.
You're helping through your solidarity with the kids.
Yeah.
With the kids.
Fully Steve Buscemi, like skateboard in the back. One success.
Okay. Yeah, you are successful.
Hell yeah. I say kiddo one time and that's it, and then the rest of the time I call them buds.
what do you think this success looks like?
Deborah goes to the front. I've been told that it's okay to say it. Hey, kiddos, because I'm older than you. You know, I'm probably over twice your age. Whatever, it's okay. But I want all of you to live as long as possible, and so I'm here. And then I pull out my machete to show you how to defend yourself. That's about it. I don't think any of you are going to use this specifically, and then I start swinging my machete around like Eliza hates.
Yeah, he would like
because Eliza is not around. And then I'm like, oh, Kia's here. I'm gonna hit her. Crepes. Okay, and I put it away.
I'm here. I'm just quiet. Good.
Sorry, Kia. That probably was really scary. Also, I'm so sorry for scaring all of you before. Let's work on just some basic stuff. We're just going to be using our body weight to really just like use it to maneuver with these walkers, whatever. Because it, like all of them are pretty much dead weight. And with dead weight is very heavy and feels heavy. So you just have to use it to maneuver and to use its body weight against itself and basically just like get it out of your fucking way and then run. That's what we're going to work on today. And so that's kind of the first lesson that I teach all of them.
Okay. As that happens, so I will throw it back to the group. Do we want to have like Chase and Kia reacting to the news here as like the final thing, or as part of this like final part? Deborah as well, if you want.
I mean, I feel like Eliza would probably want to tell Deborah, regardless of how Cherry would keep that to herself.
It's just whether Eliza's able to get there before Vivian does. That is the entire, like, that is the thing.
This is also the question. Who do you want to do, Kelly?
Is this going to be a contested role?
Yeah.
Slow as shit. This is going to be bad.
I mean, narratively, I feel like Eliza would make it a priority to tell Deborah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be like, all right, we're going to do hard things. We're going to do hard things. And it feels uncomfortable to talk about something I'm really happy about when someone else is not feeling the greatest. But she'll probably like see Deborah working with some of the kids and just kind of like give a big thumbs up and just say, hey, looks like things are going well.
Yeah, I'm learning that I can't call them kids. That's what Kia told me. So I'm like really
they
trying
get
to.
kind of upset if you do that.
Yeah,
I've made that mistake one too many times with Ren, and
but I feel like Ren is a child though.
Technically, but he's been through a lot. So
okay, so I won't call Ren a child.
It's better, I guess, to call him adult. It doesn't matter that much.
Okay, yep. We'll move on.
I wanted to ask because I know that you wanted to feel useful and like you could help with something. And our feral cat colony in the background.
Yeah.
Love it. We love polka dot. But she'll say, I'm gonna need some help planning a party.
A party?
Yeah. Well, it's a party wedding.
The feral cat colony is excited.
The cats know.
Polka dot show now.
Is there something that you told the cat colony that you didn't tell me?
Well, I need help planning a wedding. Jerry just asked me and I was planning to propose to them, and they found a ring that is 10 times better than what I found.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true at all.
Oh,
I bet-
Deborah, it was a kid toy ring. It was bad.
Okay,
I
but
have
was
to
it
go
from
and
the
find
heart?
something better.
Was it from your heart?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's
was.
fine. It's not 10 times better. It just is what it is. And obviously, you and Sherry love each other, right?
Yes.
So it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, so I need a maid of honor, okay? And I figured maybe you could help me with that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're gonna have to work with Vivian because Vivian also has claimed it, so I figured we can have two.
I mean, that's fine. I guess. I don't have any siblings, so I've never uh uh yes. I'll help you.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. All right. And
He has been behind Deborah this whole time and just slowly leans around.
oh, hi. How I didn't I Hi Kia.
Ah,
Sorry
Kia.
about that.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I I forgot about our anniversary that was coming up, and of course, Jerry always remembers. I'm the worst at it. But
You're not even close. Don't do that to yourself.
okay.
I mean, hey, have you seen what's happening outside? Who does a calendar anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what's
what?
happening inside? These young adults are doing okay at what they're doing. Okay? We're all just trying to get by. It's okay.
Yeah. I think after all this terrible crap that's happened, maybe we can just have something good, happy. But yeah, I'm really excited, and we wanted to get married for a while. Like we were trying to find a trip to Canada to get it done, and
Huh.
but everything went south. So
Well, you may not make it to Canada, but you do have a Canadian here.
hey,
Uh,
I didn't know that about you, Kia. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm from the Canadian side of the Salt Sweet.
Oh my gosh. Up there, hey. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Wow.
So yeah, I can be your piece of Canada.
perfect.
That counts as like a pride thing, right? You get something blue, something borrowed, something Canadian.
Yeah.
That's right to me.
I don't know what we can find that's blue around here, but yeah, I'm happy to replace blue with Canadian.
Eliza. Ren is also now like waiting to give you a hug.
She'll turn around and just say, "Hey, bud."
Ren just gives you a big hug and congratulations and all of that. And I actually, while you were all doing your scene, I actually had an idea if I can borrow Chase.
Sure. My thought was that Chase is just in a chair somewhere, like, sipping on soup. Because he was legitimately hungry and was also told that he can't eat that much, so he's just like, he made a lap and then sat down because he was instructed to do that and is now eating because he was instructed to do that.
So I imagine that yes, Chase is eating, but I imagine maybe also taking a moment alone with Mac.
Yeah, I imagine that Mac, I mean, I think that Chase at this point is open to, like, Alice also being there, because he doesn't necessarily want to, like, separate Mac and Alice because he's recognizing that they're also seeing each other for the first time. But he is also kind of like letting Mac take the lead on that. But yeah, I think they've probably gone back into the room, honestly, at this point, because it's for one, it's a room. I feel like Chase is still like in awe of the fact that they have rooms now. So I think they've probably gone back into the medical room.
Okay. So you're getting a moment with Mac and Alice and everything, and Vivian bursts into the room. And Chase, did you hear?
Hear what? I've heard a lot of things today in the last, hour. You seem excited, though, and few of them have been good. So, no?
Cherry proposed to Eliza.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Where are they? And I think he, tries to stand up too quickly upon hearing that, and is gonna go look for them, and Mac has to, help him a little bit.
And I think that is where we're going to end for tonight. You brought up some stuff, and I was like, oh,
Yep,
wait,
yep.
what if Vivian interrupts
Yep.
some long
Yep.
time here?
Yep. I love it, yeah. No, they're finally, having, a calm, quiet moment, and then it's interrupted by Vivian, and then standing up too fast. And then, Chase will go and try and find them once he feels like walking again. She'll be in a minute, but...
All right, folks. This means it is time for our outros. I will look here at the outro order, which I believe starts
It's
with
Mern.
Mern.
I start because I end.
Posted it again like I do. I remembered from before the break.
I haven't been looking at the chat.
All right, I'm gonna start. Hi, everybody. My name is Myrma. I use they, she pronouns, and today I've been playing Deborah Kaznowski, who uses she, her pronouns. You can find me on Blue Sky. That's kind of where I hang out. Also, Instagram at Myrma with 3 R's. That's MIRRRM. Where I post everywhere I'm gonna be. The places that I know I'm gonna be in the next few days is tomorrow. I'm gonna be on the Tabletop Misfits channel for our Power Rangers season finale. We're going to be doing a huge big battle for, I think, the full session. So I'm going to be fighting a lot of things, and hopefully I'll be fast enough to have some fun. And then on Wednesday, with some folks in this call right now, I'm playing Vason, where I play Bertha, who found a very strange plant and knows to not eat anything at the manor. But I am very far away, so we'll see what happens with that, and if anyone eats any food. And then I'm in a bunch of other places, but I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. So if you follow me on Blue Sky and on Instagram, you'll find out all of the fun places that I'll be. So that's me.
Rose.
Hi, once again, I am Rose Blossom, or Rose for short, and I brought to you Corvin Road. You can find me on YouTube and Blue Sky at roseblossom2468. Stuff for the future, nothing too immediate. Though the closest one is next month, the first Sunday, will be continuing our long-term City of Mist campaign over on Roller's Joint, Breaking Neon. Check it out if you wanna. And yeah, next up is Natalie.
Me. Hi, everybody. I'm Natalie. I was playing Kia. Find me most places on their chat with Ghost Candle or Ghostly Candle on Twitch and YouTube, but I am most active on Blue Sky. What I'm up to these days, a lot of stuff being planned and recorded, so make sure you follow me to see what I'm doing. Otherwise, just catch me here in the next session. And that comes to Mary.
Awesome. I am Mary. Hi, everybody. My pronouns are she, her. I've been playing Eliza, whose pronouns are also she, her. And where you can find me online, you can find me at the Nerd on Wheels, everywhere on social media. It is a busy time of the year for me. Coming up tomorrow, you can find me over on Diversity Saves for a one-shot of Raging Grannies, part of their holiday charity event. we have a bunch of players playing retired adventurer grannies. I am very excited to bring out my medicinal herb granny that may or may not have been a mercenary at one point in time. So if you want to see some grannies getting up to no good and trying to save a holiday, check that out tomorrow. Then on Tuesday, early in the Tuesday morning at that would be 10 o'clock Central, 10 a.m. You can watch me over on Pantsless Table for their Pantsmas event. For that snowman one shot, it uses the Mystery Business RPG, and we are going to be trying to investigate a snowman monster. I am playing a Daphne, and if I don't get kidnapped, I will be very sad. That is my goal. And then, as Merm said, we have a new episode of Vesson coming up Wednesday. They have so far survived the estate and manor, but there is a lot to discover, and they have just gotten there in time for dinner. So if you want to see how that dinner turns out and whether or not the food is a lie, check that out on Wednesday. And then next up is Quinn.
Me. Hey everybody, my name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. I've been playing Chase, who uses he, him pronouns, who's now awake. It's very nice to be back. You can find me on Blue Sky and Blue Sky only at Quinn Beckham 27. Between now and next week, you will find me nowhere. I will be back here next Saturday, but I have nothing between now and then. However, if you want to get caught up, the other thing that I'm actively doing right now is I am GMing Emergent Dawn of the Next Generation Season 2 Prom of the Next Generation. Emergent is a game about teenagers getting superpowers and fighting monsters, and it's happening during their prom week. All of the first season is up on YouTube, and we've had 2 episodes so far. We had our second episode this morning. You can catch the VODs of those over on Logomancy Media. We normally stream on Saturday mornings, but we will be on break next week, and we'll be back the week after on the 27th and then the 3rd of January for our last 2 episodes of the season. If you want more information about that, you can find it on my Blue Sky. And then, I'll be here next Saturday, back with Chase. And then on Sunday, Merm, I know somewhere else you'll be, because it'll be with me, playing more Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Oops, All Ace.
Whoa!
And so that is everywhere that I will be for the upcoming futures. But next, you can find me right back here in exactly 1 week.
All right, that brings it back to me. I'm Cass. I've been playing Cherry O'Callahan. Her pronouns are she, they. I don't have a lot to say. I'm really only here at the moment, but you know what? We did it tonight, chat. We did it. We got a fucking proposal. Let's go. It's so gay up in here.
Started and ended gay. Let's go.
It was pretty gay in the middle, too, to be honest.
Consistently gay.
Consistent.
Always gay.
Always bet on gay.
All right, and I am Sophia Olivia Scott. I have been your storyteller for tonight. You can find me to keep up with where I'm at Blue Sky. Next Saturday, I should be over on Singularity Roleplay. It might be a couple places Sunday. But for sure, we'll be on Sword and Key next Monday playing Grandma Club. Other than that, I am the founder and chancellor for Nerds with Dice. So you can keep checking all of our amazing stuff out. I want to thank Armor Lord real quick for the subscription. And there is one sort of big new thing that I do want to talk about real quick. See, it is now Saturday. Monday, the 8th, we launched, me and a few other people worked on and launched the Queer Actual Play Guild, which is a space for networking, learning, mentoring, and acceptance. We don't, it's not about creating content. It's about supporting it. There's advice. There's, we're obviously networking. We're talking, getting to know people around the space. We have something like 20 plus shows with their own little channel in there, so you can go in and talk to the creators of the shows and get advice and all kinds of stuff. Lots of little collaborations happening already. And it hasn't even been a full week. We got, questions of the day. We got all this stuff. So come learn about people from around the space and get to learn more about other games and all of that. You can find them on us on Blue Sky at QAP Guild, and you should be able to find all the links for servers and stuff on there. So, we aren't going to raid anyone tonight, but we will see you next time for more Fields of the Dead, a Midwestern zombie apocalypse. Bye, everyone.